Hi, what's going on, everybody? So the harsh language is a nasty grenade launcher. It is a Waveframe, and it is a random drop weapon, meaning there isn't a way to farm for it, unfortunately. But if you do get a good roll, this is basically like a Waveframe exotic. It is absolutely disgusting. So I want to talk about the perks on this weapon. So right off the rip, in the barrel, I like quick launch. That's my personal favorite because we get the extra 10 velocity, as well as the extra 15 handling, which the extra handling is always nice on a Waveframe. In the magazine, we're only going to have 2 options anyway, so I like running high velocity rounds. And getting into the perks, now there's perks like threat detector, basically gives you a permanent extra handling and an extra 55 reload speed when you are around 2 or more enemies, which is pretty much all the time in like any endgame content. There is also Wellspring, which kills with this weapon will generate ability energy. Right off the rip, 2 really good perks. However, the perk I want to talk about is Envious Assassin. This is a new perk that was introduced this season, and what this perk does is rapidly defeating targets with other weapons before drawing this one will overflow the magazine. So the most that we can have with harsh language is 3 bullets in the magazine. So just imagine getting kills with your power weapon or your kinetic, and you pull out harsh language and it has 3 void Waveframe shots just ready to go right then and there. That right off the rip is already nasty. I will say Envious Assassin can take a little bit to proc, it seems like. I've been testing it out a little bit. It's still a really good perk. It's definitely my favorite perk out of all the first options. Wellspring and Threat Detector are also really good, but my personal favorite is going to be Envious Assassin. And I want to pair this with Repulsor Brace. Now there is also destabilizing rounds, which final blows with this weapon will cause nearby targets to become volatile. However, this season we already have the artifact mod where we pick up an orb of power and we get volatile rounds for void weapons anyway, as well as there's your falcons on hunter and other fragments that you can use to get volatile rounds. But if you don't want to run any of those, if you're running like solar in like season 21 or something like that, destabilizing rounds are going to be really good as well. However, Repulsor Brace just takes a cake. It's one of the best perks right now in the game. What it does is defeating a void debuff target will grant us an overshield. Imagine you're using your weapons and you pick up an orb of power and you have your volatile rounds. So when you have Envious Assassin, you're going to have 3 shots in your magazine for this Waveframe. Imagine being able to just shoot 3 shots of a Waveframe, having your overshield from the shots because you're going to have volatile rounds active and you're just going to be ad clearing like crazy. It makes this a really good combo. It's honestly one of the best combos for a Waveframe. I really like Deafening Whisper, but Harsh Language is definitely taking over my energy slot when it comes to running Void Waveframe just because Envious Assassin with Repulsor Brace is such a good combo. But I want to make a quick video talking about this weapon as well as what my favorite role is. Definitely be on the lookout when you do get one of these to drop to see if you do get this role. If you do get something like Wellspring or Threat Detector with Repulsor, or destabilizing rounds, it's also really good, but right now the best role for this is definitely Envious Assassin with Repulsor Brace. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think of this weapon as well as what role you're going to be looking out for. So for the video, I'll see you all in the next one. All right, peace.